Mazi, welcome back. So guys, welcome back to the third episode of Trying to Save Africa. So guys, today's episode we're talking about Balenciaga. With Balenciaga, I rarely buy the brand because they're very expensive. But I remember back in the days, back at uni, I used to chill with my friends that, they love Balenciaga, they love branded stuff. So I asked my friends, like, why is Balenciaga so expensive? And I remember one of them saying that it's because they use real skin. They use black skin. And it didn't sit right, it didn't sit right with me at all. So I kept asking, what do you mean skin? She said, like, they said they use skin. So we now started having that debate because she knows about it, and the others, they've heard about it, but they're not sure. I've never heard about it. So we're now having that little argument between each other. Some people are saying that it's skin, but like animal skin. She's saying that it's real skin, but she's not sure about it. She's not sure because it does not make sense. And then she's wearing it, she's buying it as well. So, and I'm just lost. So that's it. And then the conversation just died and we moved on. And so recently, as I've been doing my research in trying to find information to help the humanitarian crisis in southern Cameroon, I came across Balenciaga, and I now reflected back to when my friend was telling me all these things, and it now makes sense, because what happened is back in slavery days, when the whites came to Africa to get slaves, what they did was they chained the people on their necks, some on their necks and their legs, and they had a chain where they had to walk in a straight line, and they walked for miles from their houses to wherever the slave master were taking them. And this also involved men, women, and kids. This have inspired the modeling world. So you see people walking in when people are modeling on stage, you notice they're always walking in a straight line and they're always so pissed off. Why? They're being inspired. They're trying to impersonate what they did during slavery. So that's what Balenciaga do. The slave masters kill black people, use their skin to make their products. And then they'll use celebrities to wear that product and walk in a straight line to do modeling and walk in and do catwalk. And if you've noticed, nowadays things are starting to change in the modeling world. If you notice, back in the days, majority of the models had to be slim and tall. They had to look a certain type of way. And that was just impersonating how the Africans used to look back then. They were slim fits. The majority were tall. So that's what they do now in the modern world. They want to impersonate that slavery, that type of slavery. They do that. They kill the black people, use their skin, make products, get celebrities to do catwalk with them. So guys, just be careful when you want to get into the modeling world, and just be careful with the product you buy. And so this also takes us back, so because now we can see what the slave masters are doing with the dead black people's skin. What were they doing with their skin before? Because they were not doing modeling for a long time before. Now they start impersonating when things got a bit too much. So in my history, what I learned in school back then, I was taught that the slave masters went and took our ancestors, the great warriors. They went into their tombs, took their bones, made medicine to drink so they can be strong like our ancestors. They can be great like them. And so now, what they do now is they go to places where there's humanitarian crisis and the people there are struggling to survive. They have their ways that they have to do. They have their ways in order to adapt into the nature that they have been put into the environment that they are in. They have to adapt to. So the slave masters go there and copy that ways in a dark way by making them slaves, taking them to their land, sexualize on them, play games with them, kill them, and then use their skin to make clothes, and then impersonate the way they used to live, the way they used to live in their area before they got killed, by doing catwalk in the way the people are struggling. So that right there, guys, is just showing us that they don't care. They don't care what's going on down there. They don't care that the kids are struggling. The kids are working in inhumane environments. The fetish got a bit worse. So it got worse after the slave masters came to Africa and they saw the nature of the Africans. They saw the women, they saw the kids, they saw the men. They now got obsessed with the women. So they are now finding different ways to stay in Africa. And that has carried on until now. So what have they done? They eat us. They use our bones to make medicine. Now they're using the skin to make clothes. They're impersonating what they did to the slaves during slavery in modeling world. So guys, we need to stand together. We need to stand together and fight for change, because this is not affecting just me. It's affecting all of us. Because it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense that we, the people, we stay in the world where there's no direction. Why the slave masters are sitting and fetishing from the Africans, the ones in the urban area where they don't have social media. They're not in this world that we are in right now. They're in their own world. The slave masters go there to fetish. Take them, go to the top, do slavery, use their bodies and do so many different atrocities. And we, the people, stay without direction. So guys, we need to stand together. We need to use our voices and fight.